How's it going, everybody? RyeSquad here today, and we are back with our Hut 23 No Money Spent Road to Glory, the Road to Bread, here in episode number 10, and we are in Hut Champs for the first time ever, and I'm pretty stoked about it. If you guys are too, can we get this video to 7 likes? You guys have been supporting it great, and I've really enjoyed my time with this series. I may not enjoy the gameplay as much today. It is Hut Champs. Rivals is a little less sweaty and intense, as so I'm finding out. But here we go, ready to jump in. We need to play 3 games to get ranked. As you guys can see, a lot of players are 20-0 already. I don't know how they did that within the first day. Good for them, though. They must be really good and really love NHL. But you guys can see the team we're rocking with. It's Huberto, Stamkos, DeBrincat, Kachuk, Meehan, Pasternak, Marchand, Kopitar, Svechnikov, and then the all-female line of Skamura, Maltese, and Turnbull. And our classic defensive pairings, we're used to these at this point. We really haven't had a defensive upgrade in a while. And I will be trying out Carey Price for about the first 10 games or so. So today and tomorrow's episode, we'll have Carey Price in the lineup. But we are going to be playing Montreal Canadiens fan. Not going to go with his name there. It's kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about it. But we're jumping into our first ever game of Hut Champs. And, you know, I'm kind of coming into this with expecting to win. I was targeting 5 wins. That was my goal. I thought, you know, that was probably the most reasonable area for us. But early on in this one, in the first period, DeBrincat around the outside kind of fakes the goalie like we're going to go to the middle. We don't. Goalie drops, leaves top shelf open for DeBrincat, who roofs it on the backhand, just pops the bottle and everything. So Blake gets the assist there. And we've scored the first goal of Hut Champs for ourselves. Obviously, things are going great. Hopefully, we can keep it up here and have a good Hut Champs time. But you guys can see my opponent ices the puck. We don't get there. Obviously, we're not going to beat him. He had the step. But we are able to prevent him from getting in tight. And a good save there from Carey Price. And I started turning with LaRoque. I don't know why she started to turn. It might have been the way I was moving my stick. But I knew exactly what was coming, and I got in the lane to try and stop it, and I just couldn't stop it, and that one was frustrating here in the second period, giving up our 1-goal lead. Next, our opponent is able to find Plekanec, getting into the zone, and our defense is just in shambles, guys, and Marner just, I mean, that's one that I've never seen before. I've never seen anybody do the backhand toe drag to shot short side. Carey Price just lets it go above his hand there, the glove, so our opponent quickly here in the second period gets a 2-1 lead, and, well, right off the face-off, it goes from bad to worse. We are going to sort of win the face-off. Not really, though. Mercer, he's going to fire it back. It goes to Byram. White Cloud comes in. It goes, we actually are in the passing lane there, but it goes right back to him. He spins. I can't get the poke in time. He's going to keep protecting it. Finds White Cloud. This is the frustrating part, is just people, it's so tough to break in. Giroux finds Mercer. A really good tic-tac-toe play. My defender on the backside, I switched off of him, and he decided to leave. I don't know exactly where he went, but it certainly was not part of the play there. And quickly, we are down by 2 goals in this one, and it's not going to get much better. Now, I will say, I played the 10 games. I'm showing you 5 today, and I'm showing you 5 tomorrow. I've played them all, and I know the result of all of them. I just realized that my strategies are glitched. Oh, by the way, right here, boom, boom, again. Just bad to worse. It just doesn't feel like anything's going right for me in this game. It's getting really depressing, really demoralizing, really just not fun when, you know, I mean, that one is a really good shot and a good play, but it feels like a lot of the time, like, I don't know, I should be making better plays. It's probably on me not being good enough, but like I said, this one's going to be a casual man's road to glory, the no money spent. But we are there, and Riley leaves his man, gets a little too far. He stops, and I'm out. I'm down 5-1. Things aren't going well. I got 10 minutes left in the third. I'm not going to waste my time. So we go into our next game, and this one is at home. But back to what I was talking about, the strategies, guys. They are glitched. They're just not what they say they are. Like, collapsing is tight point, and staggered is collapsing, and you know, tight point is staggered. It's so confusing. Defense and the neutral zone, I believe, are ones that are messed up. But here we get a good breakout. We find Blake. Blake dangles his man. Blake dangles the goalie, and Blake is gonna get us a 1-0 lead again. We start off strong, a good one-on-one with the goalie, Mian and Kachuk assisting Rob Blake's first ever goal for the club. I love this card, guys. I'm so super happy that we got this card out of our icons pack. I obviously would have loved Gretzky, but you know, I've enjoyed this card quite a bit. And you can see, like, right here, this is not the strategies I'm trying to play, but we can't get the pass off with Riley, and I'm there. It goes between my legs. Hamilton doesn't do anything to stop it, and our opponent gets a backdoor tap in, and it, you know, it was just the stress of Hut Champs is starting to get to me at this point. This is not going to be a very fruitful weekend for me. Right now we are tied 1-1 though. We do have a chance, and we've had a couple opportunities, but guys, I'm finding it really, really, really tough to get goals against some of these players in Hut Champs. Our opponent's going to win it there, finds Carlson. Bowen Byram gets it into Malkin. Malkin is going to run. He skates right into Kachuk. Kachuk doesn't do anything. I get stuck behind the net with Blake. I mean, the fact that he just skates straight into my guy and keeps skating, nothing happens, nothing occurs. Skate, skate, skate. Oh, lose the puck. Kachuk is lost up there. He gets it back, fires it around. It was bad play by me on the defensive side with Blake. I shouldn't be chasing there in the first place, but it's a little bit annoying when that kind of stuff goes in. But Blake then stops it here. Just off sides. But I'm going to continue with my strategies talk in between these highlights. I finally fixed my strategies. I jumped into a couple squad battles games, messed around with them. I figured it out. And now we're playing strategies that I want to. And that one was upsetting with the Schneip to come off. A great save by his goalie. He finds Zegras, who gets it to Schmaltz. Schmaltz gets knocked off the puck. Riley, though, does circle around with it here. We are going to get leveled. Bad play by me. And they get the puck. And again, Chuck standing right there goes right through him. It's annoying because those weren't going in the first week of the season. Players were actually getting their stick on pucks, cross creases. If there was a guy anywhere in the lane, no chance it was going in. He would actually react. Even if he doesn't get there, the fact that he stands there like no idea what's going on, that's the most frustrating part. But it is 3-1 and my opponent has a power play. I think I must have taken a tripping penalty or something like that. I overskated with Kopitar, but I get back in position to play the slot, and then we get the puck. I can't clear it from out in front of the net. That's another frustrating one. It was just these first two games. Welcome to Hut Champs, kid, because this has been a real frustrating experience. It's been not fun. I'm playing this for you guys, but this has been the least fun I've had with any shell game ever, is playing Hut Champs. So if those of you that want to have fun with the game, don't play Champs. Unless you're good, unless you're better than me. If you're better than me, definitely play, because you can probably clown on people like me. But here we go. Kairu is going to go backdoor, and for the life of me, I have no idea how that one gets through again. Makes it 5-1 with 12 seconds left in the third period. It's kind of a pointless goal, but again, cross creases, they are getting forced. They are going through this, like, it's just, I don't know how that gets through two defenders and my goalie, and he's able to tap that in on the back door. But that is going to be all the action in this one. And it's been, you know, it's been disappointing. I really was starting to get a hang of the gameplay. After the first week, you know, I was having a real tough time, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But by the time the weekend came around, I started to really figure out 23. And then when they brought back classic rivals, things felt different. And I don't know if it's a tuner or if it's the gameplay or if it's the fact that people are getting better cards, but things feel different. Anyway, we've completed 2 games, both of them being 5-1 losses right now. We're playing Ronald, playing them, and they look like they got a pretty good team. They got, you know, it's always great to see McKinnon, McCann, and that's McDavid. It's great to see McKinnon and McDavid on the same line when you're going into champs. Nothing happens there, but then we jump into the second period. I know that looks like a glitch. It's not. I did not mistake the editing. I'm going to have nightmares about this Cale Makar forever. Like, I've seen Cale Makar way too many times in my quick 10 games so far. I've probably seen him in 8 out of 10 games. I've seen Cale Makar. I don't know how everybody and their mother has Makar, McDavid, McKinnon. It's mind-blowing, but anyway, we get a good stop there. We get another good poke. We get in. Hedman picks it up, though. That Hedman card, again, Hedman is one that I want desperately, but McKinnon finds his way around the outside. We get the poke, but it doesn't work. He knocks it off. Blake stands there in front of the net, but I let the opponent get into the slot. And it's currently, I think that's their second or third goal. I think that's their second goal. I know they do score a third here coming up. But McKinnon, he's got Patrick Kane, who is absolutely insane. He does the self-sauce. Blake can't keep up. Campbell comes flying over. I dive, and Carey Price just kind of squeaks through him. Super upsetting, super frustrating that squeaks through Carey Price there. I didn't play it great. Like, that's on me. Like, I'm not really complaining the game is jipping me. I'm just playing awfully right now. Obviously, not having the right strategies. I'm expecting to play a 1-2-2 in the neutral zone, and my guys are lining up with a 1-3-1 trap. But I take a penalty right off the face-off. I lost 5-1 twice in a row. I don't feel like sticking around to lose 5-1 again. Maybe 5-0 this time. Could have been 6-0. I don't know. But I'm not sticking around. So we play our 3 placement games that we can even just... I don't know if we even get rewards for winning 0 games. But at this point, it feels likely that we're going to win 0 games. We're 0-3. But here in this one, my opponent was far inferior to me. And I could just feel it. And that one felt good. Finally, to get some kind of bounce. It wasn't a pretty goal. It wasn't good. It wasn't sexy. It wasn't clippable. It's a goal, and it feels good to score again. But this is now our 3rd out of 4 games where we've scored first. And I was determined not to let this one slip away. I could tell from the first face-off that I was better than this guy. And we've just got this absolute sauce from Pasternak, and he finds me in. And I actually clip it. I don't remember that I'm recording when I'm playing champs. I'm just playing to play at this point. That's why I don't live commentary. That's why I don't stream, because I'm trying my hardest for you guys to get wins on this series. But maybe you guys would like to see me not win, so you guys can, some of you may be able to relate. Others of you are probably screaming at me because you're way better. Anyway, we get Pasternak, waits him out, dangles, goes short side. Pasternak, that card's been great. I absolutely love Pasternak. I wish Stamkos, maybe if I move him to the wing, he'd be a little bit more impactful. I have seen him, late joining the rush. One-timers have been phenomenal against the computer. I haven't really played since these 10 games. Obviously, this is game 4 or 5 in this episode, but we're going to get a little forecheck here from Morgan Rielly. Good poke check. He can't do anything about it, and we finish that one nicely. And that one, this is just feeling good, guys. This is resetting my want to play after getting absolutely stomped for 3 straight games. I wanted to keep playing after this one, so I'm sorry to whoever my opponent is. If you're watching this, I'm sorry, but this was cathartic for me. We get the empty netter with Kachuk, and of course, as you have to, you've got to slide into the net there. We do get a 5-0 victory here. The empty netter, he's got McDavid. I believe that's Panarin as well. I just don't know how everybody is getting McDavid. I want a McDavid. Can I have one, please? That'd be great, but it probably is not the most relatable for those of you that are casual man's road to glory, sort of like what I'm doing. This no money spent is supposed to be for those of you that don't have all the time in the world to grind or don't have all the money in the world to spend on packs and get stacked teams. So listen, you're helping me, I'm helping you. We'll try and help each other. And those of us that are trying our best out there and that are 1-3 to start your champs, stay tuned and subscribe, because I got plenty more of this. I feel like I'm not that bad. I really feel like I'm not that bad. Now that my strategies are right, I feel better about it. We'll jump into some Hut Champs probably tonight or tomorrow. And I'll record the next episode for you guys there. Episode 11 is already recorded, and I've got to edit that one. But we jump into our 5th game of the episode. We win the face-off, actually, and I stopped cutting to the front of the net because that's been very dangerous, but it hasn't hurt me. And maybe I should keep cutting to the front of the net, because on this one, I decide to go the opposite route. There's absolutely nowhere to go. I probably should have passed it back around the net and worked it from there, but our opponent gets the glitch wrap, and they're able to take a 1-0 lead. And then we got Blake here in the middle. So unfortunate. A weak shot that got incidental contacted, I guess you could say, and Sarah Nurse is there to finish it off. I didn't pick that up with Blake. I was more so watching the pass, and it just kind of worked out perfectly for my opponent there. That was definitely not a clean shot. But then Patrick Kane, I don't know where my defenders are going. They're changing. I go for the aggressive goalie, and we cannot get it. He dangles with puck on a string. It was probably not the guy to use, but I wanted to feel like I could do something there. And we're now down 3-0. And we're not even halfway through the game. We're about 25 minutes into the game, but our opponent here decides to sit there with Byram. I'm not sure what he's doing, but Stamkos loses the puck. We find Huberdeau and finally get a good snipe. Finally one that's not cheesy, not glitchy, not breakaway, just a regular slot shot. Roofed it, and Huberdeau gets us back into this one. It's now only a 2-goal lead. Our opponent with Patrick Kane here tries to cut to the front of the net, and this time Blake does pick up the puck. We've got Stamkos with it. He finds DeBrincat. DeBrincat circles around his man, backhand, forehand, tight angle, tucks it in the net, and we're now back to within one early here. Those 2 goals coming in within the first 3 minutes of the third period. Our opponent pauses. I'm getting absolutely destroyed on the stats, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough, and we were super close. There was a bunch of like real tight ones there at the end. I debated putting them in the video, but I figured this video is long enough for those of you that are liking these videos being around 15 minutes. But there you guys can see we are 1-4. Our skill rating is not that bad, but you guys can see I didn't take enough shots. I had more time on attack, but I didn't really get into any high danger areas. So if you guys have any tips for me in my last remaining, I think it's 10 or 11 games, I would really appreciate them. I thought that 5 wins would be really easy to get. I thought, you know, for the kind of quality player that I am and the team we've got, I thought 5 out of 20 would not be that hard to get. I was eyeing up 7, maybe 9. But right now we've only got the 1 Hut Champs collectible. With 2 more wins, we'll get to 3. With 4 more wins, we'll get the Elite Pack, which is what I'm really, really hoping to get for now. You know, we got 10 games left. I have 1 win in this episode. Well, 15 games left after this one. But that is all the time I have for this one, guys. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will see you guys in the next one.
This a free-for-all before we fall. This a free-for-all before we fall. Took some L's, but I guess you can't win them all. Getting busy, been so busy, but always keeping lit.